Today, we'll look at the horrible tale of Tatsuya Ichihashi and Lindsay Hawker's unexpected death, which horrified both Japan and the rest of the globe. Lindsay Hawker, a 23-year-old from Chiba, Japan, vanished on March 24, 2007. The information that the police discovered in the days that followed was not only unsettling, but it also sparked a 3-year manhunt. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with the latest uploads. Lindsay Hawker, a native of Coventry, England, excelled academically and graduated from the University of Leeds in 2006 with first-class honours in biology. She decided to take a year off before going for her master's degree, and in October of that year, she set off on a teaching journey in Japan with Nova Teaching School. Lindsay, who was assigned to Koiwa, Tokyo, decided to live in Chiba in order to save money and share quarters with other Nova instructors. She used Facebook, WhatsApp, Skype, texts, and phone calls to be in constant contact with her parents and boyfriend in England despite their distance. Lindsay experienced an unsettling incident outside of Chiba Station in Japan in March 2007. She was stopped by a guy who said she was his English teacher and who followed her about asking questions and demanding lessons. Lindsay was uncomfortable and only unwillingly agreed to meet him for English lessons at a public cafe, mostly to scare off any potential threats. She agreed to accept the man's substantial hourly fee. He gave her a painting of herself along with his contact information before heading out. Tatsuya, a 28-year-old Ichikawa native who relocated to Chiba, ultimately chose to pursue a degree in horticulture instead of following in his father's footsteps and becoming a doctor. Even after graduation, he didn't want a job and lived off his parents' allowance. He was a prior suspect in a theft and assault case that his father supposedly resolved, even though he was not found guilty. He was a cyclist and frequent gym goer who was described as a recluse with a passion with fitness. Lindsay and Tatsuya had their first English lesson at a neighborhood coffee shop on March 24, 2007, which was filmed on CCTV. Lindsay seemed wary, keeping her distance from Tatsuya. Tatsuya claimed he forgot to bring the money to pay her at the conclusion of the class, but he lived just a half-mile away, so she could come by his apartment to pick it up. Together, they hailed a cab, but after that Lindsay never showed up. When she did not arrive for work, her roommates became concerned and filed a missing persons report. Her parents in England were informed by Nova Teaching School, despite the police's initial incredulity, and this prompted a thorough inquiry. The cops were given a sketch and specifics about the man Lindsay was last seen with by her roommates. 2 police officers attempted to contact Tatsuya at his residence on March 26, 2007, but they were not answered. They were let onto a balcony by neighbors, where they observed activity inside but no lights. Fearful, they requested assistance. As 9 policemen showed up, they thought Lindsay was being kept captive. Tatsuya, barefoot and carrying a bag, opened the door unexpectedly as they were about to launch a raid. He shot by them in the midst of the confusion, disappearing into the darkness, but not before they grabbed his backpack. Police found Lindsay Hawker's new dead body in a bathtub on the balcony of Tatsuya's flat, coated in sand and dirt. There was only her right hand showing. To make it look like a flower bed, Tatsuya put flower seeds and a decomposition agent. Lindsay's hair had been shaved off, and Tatsuya appeared to be a cross-dresser based on the discovery of many women's wigs. Though never verified, there were rumors that he killed her for her hair. Tatsuya was often featured in news channels, and wanted posters were circulated by the police as he became a sought man throughout Japan. Despite attempts, there were no leads. Police revealed altered photographs of Tatsuya wearing wigs after weeks with no development, but the case fell cold. Lindsay's parents traveled to Japan 2 months after her death in order to spread awareness and put pressure on the authorities to take further action. Lindsay's father even went so far as to ask Yakuza members for assistance when carrying alcohol bottles. The level of media scrutiny increased, raising concerns about police ability and critical investigative delays. The out-of-date wanted poster fueled the debate. Arguments between Lindsay's family and the police escalated tensions, with significant coverage from the Japanese and British media. Tatsuya, meantime, made his way across Japan, avoiding capture all the way from Aomori to Okinawa. In order to save money for plastic surgery, Tatsuya lived in Osaka from 2008 to 2009, working on building sites and sleeping in internet cafes. He had previously self-mutilated to change his look before this. Police increased the financial prize to 10 million yen, $100,000, which fueled greater desperation as they shared additional altered photographs that appeared to show he had undergone plastic surgery. A plastic surgeon thought to have worked on Tatsuya currently, and he sent before and after pictures to the public, informing the police of this in October 2009. This worked because Tatsuya's co-worker at the construction site recognized him and called the police. On November 10, 2009, Tatsuya tried to escape to Okinawa but was discovered at the ferry dock in Osaka. He tried to fit in, but a staff member saw him, and when he revealed his identity as Tatsuya Ichihashi, he was arrested. He was first accused of body abandonment, but rape and murder accusations were eventually brought against him. At the start of Tatsuya Ichihashi's trial on July 4, 2011, he admitted to raping Lindsay and strangling her out of concern that his neighbors would hear her screaming. He was given a life sentence with a minimum of 10 years before being eligible for parole, despite requests for the death penalty. In 2012, the Tokyo High Court denied his appeal. He authored a book describing his escape while incarcerated, and it became well known in Britain. Lindsay's parents turned down his offer of royalties. The popular novel prompted the creation of the movie, I Am Ichihashi, The Journal of a Killer. In 2022, he's still behind bars. Enjoying our content? Please like and share video with your friend, and don't forget to share your thoughts in comment section. Don't miss out on future videos. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date with the latest uploads. Thanks for watching.